Evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, H. Boomer and I are continuing our Alien Odyssey with Alien Cubed, also known as Alien 3. Quite the film. Boomer, first off, how are you? And what was your initial experience with Alien 3?
What do you mean by initial experience? I
Like
think I was
first
a
time you
one and
saw
only.
it.
I saw it in the theater.
That's the only time you saw it?
When it came out, I was a kid.
Okay.
What year was this?
1992.
92. Yeah.
Hey.
So I was. That was a good year actually, because I think I got the Super Nintendo in 92.
Okay.
Yes, I got the Super Nintendo in 92, and I was very happy. And I got some cool stuff for my birthday. I think I got a new TV for my birthday, actually, as I recall. And as another birthday present, I got to pick any movie I wanted to go see with me and my friends. So I went to see Alien 3, and it sucked. There, end of story.
And that was the only time. That was the only time you saw it?
I might have caught it again. On cable. I don't remember. Okay. I mean, you have to understand, when I was a kid, I was rather forgiving of movies I'd watch on cable. I probably watched the Garbage Pail Kids movie at least 5 times because it was just on.
It was on, yeah.
But this one, no, this one bothered me. And I've never even seen this special edition, a cut that we're going to be watching tonight. So this will be.
This was your idea. Just for the record, this was Boomer's idea.
No, you said you mentioned you want to do Alien 3 this week.
I thought you were the one that thought Alien
special
3
guest for the other 2 movies. Okay. I said let's just do it. No, I think you had mentioned it first, and then I was like, no, but I'm like, let's do it.
I think in reality it was Boomer, but that's okay.
Keep in mind that we're doing Alien 3 before we do the original Alien. That's how we roll here.
Yeah, which is wild and crazy. Well,
we're not going to do the best movie in the franchise. I know that's people argue.
Oh, Alien Covenant. Yeah, save the best for last.
Let me tell you something. What's Alien Covenant? No, Alien Covenant is still this movie, but we'll argue about that later. Mainly because of Fassbender's performance. The Fassbender evil android David is fine. He's a good character who I thought was strong enough to carry the movie on its own. We didn't need the xenomorph, as they call him, in the movie. They just should have been David. David was scary enough. That's it. But no, we gotta tie everything in. Well, Ridley Scott has to rewrite it. I don't even know what's canon at this point with the Alien series.
I don't worry about it. It's but I saw Alien 3. It was the last day of 11th grade. I got out of school early because, it was Friday and it was the last day. My sister drove me to the theater, way the hell South Parkway, the one with the extra sticky floors. And I had my Aliens T-shirt on. I had an Aliens ball cap. I was set. I was good.
Yeah, everyone was excited.
I was so excited, and I walked out. And I was just like, what the fuck did I just watch? What the hell was this? What was this shit? I'm like, what? Who, how, why? And I got home, and my mother, I was like, how was the movie? And I was like, I can't even think of words. I can't think of words. And she's like, oh, you didn't like it? And I'm like, I don't even know what that means anymore. I'm like, and she's like, well, do you not think you'll do good? And I said, I think it's going to have a great opening weekend, and I think it's going to drop off the face of the earth on weekend number 2. And that's exactly what happened. And I want to follow that statement up with this. If there had been an internet back then, I think it would have had a great Thursday showing, a good Friday. I think by Sunday, it would have been like sucking coffee grinds out of the bottom of the sink.
Yeah, because I was in denial.
Because back then, you couldn't just instantly come out of the movie theater and start telling people what happened like you can today. And also the fact that this movie opened up 3 months later in Europe, you can't do that anymore because of the internet. Just saying.
Yeah, well, no, they still do that. Like the Mario Brothers movie opened up in Japan like a month later almost.
Well,
oddly enough. They were saving it for Golden Week, which I guess is their big spring break or vacation time. They wanted people to be going out during that time to see the movie.
Japanese take spring break. I'm so disappointed in their culture now.
No, I think it's probably 3 days. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm just saying. No, okay.
The respect
Anyway,
is returning. It is returning.
what did I want to say? I don't know much about Golden Week. It's a big deal apparently over there, but that's what they wanted to release it. What was I going to say though? Alien 3. I was in denial of how bad the movie was, but in my gut, I knew something had gone horribly wrong. But we're going to watch it tonight. We're going to watch the special edition to see if maybe I don't even know if this is a director's cut. Is
Not
there
really.
a director attached to this film, or did he?
This just like this was like the original edit of the film. You can look at it that way. They spent a year editing this picture. So, yeah, they spent about a year editing this picture. And it got to the point that David Fincher just checked out and just walked away from it during that year-long editing process. He's like, I'm out. To this day, he will not discuss this film at all with anyone.
All right.
But let's welcome the chat super fast. Go to the top. Ghost Planet Max 1.0. Hello, good to see you. David Pensack's in the house. David asked, are we watching the theatrical version or the special edition assembly cut of Alien 3? We're doing the assembly cut / special edition, whatever you want to call it, the longer version, the very much longer version is the one we're going for. Big Al presents. Hello, how are you? Hope you're doing well. David says he saw this film at a special exhibitor screening prior to release. What were your thoughts, good sir? Put them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Big Al says, love them watching the film they hate. LOL. Okay. I will say I don't hate this film anymore. Now, like I walked out of that theater, I was just like, but over the years, you go back and you watch it on TNT on a Saturday afternoon. I will say I've never rented this on video cassette.
No,
I have it on DVD, whatever, because you bought the set of all 4 films. But I never intentionally sought this film out again until now.
Yeah.
And David got his Aliens LP for me in the mail today. Thank you. It wasn't supposed to be there till Saturday, according to the post office. But
well, they're doing well right now, huh?
I hope it arrived in good shape, and I hope you enjoy listening to it.
All right, cool.
David says the story of the making of this film is much better than the film itself. Yeah, there's like a 3-hour documentary on the making of this film. We should probably watch that next week. I don't think it has a score, though. Johnny Shannon's in the house. He wants the Rennie Harlan version of Alien 3. Yeah, the one that they said was too expensive to make. Yeah,
I would have preferred that to this. Yeah, he did Cliffhanger, right? He's a competent action director. Yeah, that would have been all right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fox gave him Die Hard 2 to direct because they kind of bounced him off of this project. But there's also another script treatment that was written that was Alien 3 and Alien 4, and they were going to film it at the same time.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
And the third part really wasn't going to have Sigourney Weaver in it. It was going to focus on Hicks. And some like Splinter Cell group captures the Sulaco. They wake Hicks up, and they're in like a Cold War with Weyland-Yutani, and there's a bunch of stuff going on with them. And they figure out how to like use the alien creature as like a weapon, and all hell breaks loose. And then in the 4th one, Ripley comes back in, and I'm like, I would like to have seen that.
Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been much better than what we got. Yeah, I'd be all right if we followed Hicks as a protagonist, as long as Ripley comes in later. That's fine. Yeah, I could have been on board with that. That's not what we got.
Oh, we got
We got this, and we'll talk about this soon. This is It's 2 hours 24 minutes too, dude. So I don't know if you just want to just
Yeah.
rip
Yeah.
the Band-Aid off and just jump in. We'll talk more as we watch. You want to do a 3, 2, 1? I'm at a 1 second mark myself.
Let me find my movie.
Find it.
Well, I gotta hit this button and then hit the other button. Calm down, Boomer. Calm down. No, I don't want to update right now.
Did you buy this on Alien Day when you get the discount?
What? Was there?
Yeah. I got this for $5.
I paid 15.
You paid what?
15.
Okay, well, you know, it's still worth it at 15.
It's only money.
It's only money, yeah. Just a one less pancake breakfast at Cracker Barrel this month.
That's
right?
true.
Okay.
Oh, and David Pinsack, I apologize. I forgot to put your Jack the Bear and your Alien package. So I still have Jack the Bear for you. All right, Boomer, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
We love that fanfare, don't we?
By Alfred Newman.
Yes, good old Alfred. I was so excited to see this movie.
Oh, I was just like right here where the 20th Century Fox fanfare kind of morphs in the opening title. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're. This is what it meant to go see the movies. You suddenly you're seeing 20th Century. You're like Alien 3, and and I knew nothing about this going in.
I knew there had been some production issues. That's about all that I knew.
I didn't even know about that because I'm just like, it's Alien 3. They can't screw this up. I'm excited. Alien 3.
Yes, Johnny, the 20th Century Fox fanfare, Elliott Goldenthal style. Yeah.
I don't know if the theatrical version did the thing where each letter kind of appears, but that's not happening in this version. That was the cool part of the Alien 3 video game, where each of the little things would come on a little bit at a time. You'd see because obviously people making the video game liked Aliens more than the people making this movie. I'm sorry, wait, did I say that out loud? We'll get there. Paul McGann. I like Paul McGann. He's a good actor. He was the Doctor. From Doctor Who, that Doctor.
Oh, hey, Eric Woods in the house. He said he loves this film and will defend it with his life on an upcoming episode of his podcast. Check out Cinematic Sound Radio with Eric Woods on all your podcasts.
That's fine. I'll listen to it, and maybe I will change my mind tonight. You never know.
Well,
maybe.
Like I told you, like how old was I when I walked out of this? I guess the 17-year-old me has changed in the past few years. So, I do love the opening edit of this with the credits and like the little quick clips of an alien creature.
This is all new stuff. So the alien just kills Newt there. Is that what I saw there? Or the face hugger, whatever it was supposed to be?
Yes.
Okay, so that's good.
And
or no, it gets
David, this was my introduction to Elliott Goldenthal as well.
Now, I probably would have been okay, even if they had to do it. Could they at least just have had Ripley's pod get ejected from the ship and Newt and Hicks still get to live and go on their way? That might have been better. No, let's just kill them off.
Well, let's put the blame of Ripley's death at the person whose feet it belonged at. Sigourney Weaver wanted to kill the character.
They got to stop. The actors got to stop doing this. That
was her idea. She said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Don't cast her in the role. Just do another Alien movie. Do that Alien versus Predator movie, the actual one we've gotten, as opposed to apparently the Alien comic books are very good. The ones made by Dark Horse, and they go into the Colonial Marines.
What Eric Woods wrote?
What?
Newton Hicks had to die. Ripley had to die. I'm like, damn, son.
Look, like I said, Tarantino kind of defended this movie, I think. But I think what was his name? The guy that did Scott Pilgrim and Hot Fuzz. Edgar Wright didn't like that. He says you're it's like you kind of makes the whole thing meaningless. Walter Hill wrote this. The Walter Hill,
the one and only.
We have to do some Walter Hill movies someday. Maybe The Warriors. That might be a good one.
Didn't we do Red Heat? Wasn't that a Walter Hill film?
It was. We did do a Walter Hill movie. David Fincher. Yeah, this is all new stuff.
Eric says the key line in this film is, "You've been in my life so long, I can't remember anything else." I feel the same way about you, Eric. Yes.
Well, it looks like she's being ejected on her own, right?
No, they're all in there. And then Michael Biehn made more money for this film than he did for Aliens.
Because they had to use his likeness in a picture or
Yep.
something?
Okay, now the intro here is different in this version. It's longer. The scenes with the doctor dude was not in the original cut like this.
This is where the extra 24 minutes has. It's just a really slow opening.
Yeah, the entire 24 minutes is right here, Boomer. So we're gonna get it out of the way.
This guy's gonna walk for another 15. That's what's been added on. Yeah. So what did they do? They cheap out? Is that basically why we didn't get that Hicks and Ripley?
Well, I mean, studios don't like longer movies because the longer running times cut into how many showings you can give.
Well, they
felt there were some pacing issues. So
is it Tywin Lannister? I should know his name by now.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe that's Paul McGann. I don't know. Who's that? Who's that actor's
Hey,
name?
this is the guy that was the bad guy in
Last Action Hero.
The Last Action Hero, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, yeah. He's currently on the show Rabbit Hole with Kiefer Sutherland. It's actually, what I've seen so far, it's actually rather good. I want to keep watching it, so it's about as much a compliment as I can get from a TV show. You know? Ugh. Is that Ripley?
Johnny Shannon, this was his first introduction to Elliott Goldenthal as well.
Would you like to live on a prison planet?
I would go with no, Boomer. No. I will say this. I think this is a beautiful film. The cinematography, the set design, everything in this film is beautiful. The camera angles is just absolutely beautiful.
David Fincher, I'm mixed on. I've loved some of his movies. Zodiac is brilliant. I love Zodiac, that movie. His Girl with the Dragon Tattoo I thought was pretty good. Again, everyone points to Seven, which I don't know if I like that movie as much as other people, but.
The Ox there are new, and in the theatrical cut, they just pull it up with a crane.
Okay.
This scene right here is a little bit longer.
So how you like the music here, huh?
I think Elliott Goldenthal did a better job creating dread and fear than Goldsmith and Horner. I do. There's a couple pieces that I don't like the electronics that he brought in. I'll point them out when they come up. I'm like, this to me feels kind of jarring. But as far as creating like dread and fear, I think Goldenthal did the best job. And he was told by David Fincher to not use any pre-existing Alien music from Goldsmith or Horner.
That's fine. Yeah.
And honestly, each film can really just be taken on its own. If this is your first film you've watched, okay, this chick just crash landing on a planet. It could be its own film. Oh, wait. Eric has written us a paragraph here. Fincher shoots dialogue better than most, and his lensing is almost unmatched. I mean, just think about it. He began as a matte photographer in Return of the Jedi and Temple of Doom. Very true. Very true.
Okay. No, like I said, I've really liked some of his movies. I'm just it's like I said, I'll go to the mat for Zodiac any day of the week. It's
Ghost Planet says aliens can't talk, so are they considered animals by alien standards and not humanoid? I'm still trying to figure out if they have exoskeletons, because Big Al said they did, but I don't see it. I don't know. That like kind of makes me scratch my brain. So I don't know. But back to David Fincher, Boomer. I watched this movie and I'm like, fuck David Fincher. I'm never seeing anything from him again. And then I didn't see Seven. And what's the next movie that David Fincher did after Seven? I didn't see The Game. I saw The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo in the theater, and I'm just like, I had to leave like 3 times in that film, and I'm like, I need counseling after watching this. And
I didn't mind Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Okay,
we apparently didn't watch the same film, and then I
read the book first, though. I'll say that. So
I saw Gone Girl, and I was just like, dude, I'm like,
yeah, Gone Girl's terrifying. Anyway.
But I love Mindhunter on Netflix. Yeah, I walked out of Gone Girl and I'm like, I've never watched another David Fincher film ever.
Have you seen Zodiac? Zodiac. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, he said Zodiac.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. It's a good one.
David, I've not seen Panic Room either.
Panic Room's not bad. I've seen it. That's not, you wouldn't be upset with Panic Room. There's nothing scarring in that, I don't think.
All right, let's see what Eric wrote. Eric said the score is utterly brilliant. It fits in perfectly with Goldsmith's and Horner's established tone. At the same time, he brings in his own sensibilities and makes the score his own. Yeah. I still think he does a better job at creating dread than Horner and Goldsmith did. Johnny agrees with you, Eric.
I remember him. He played Rock on TV.
I have not seen The Social Network.
So it's interesting. These are prisons, but they're almost like religious monks too, because they've taken vows and whatnot.
I think another problem I had with this film when I watched it is everybody looks the same.
Yes, well, they had to shave their heads because of all the lice. I think in this cut they're kind of overdoing it with the lice. They're like showed a bunch of it already.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do I know though, right? I'm not an artiste. What do we got here? So I had the Alien 3 video game for the Super Nintendo. No applause. Okay.
Was it any good? I don't play video games. Was it a good video game?
It captured the mood of Aliens pretty good. You played as Ripley, and you got access to a flamethrower, a grenade launcher, and a machine gun. Because I know they took one look at the script and they said, "Oh, they don't have any weapons in this movie. Yet they can't have no weapons in the game." And they said, "Screw that. This a video game. We're having weapons in it." But you'd have to go around the station. It was almost like a precursor to what we'd see with survival horror games. Like you had to go around, you had to repair damaged pipes while you had to rescue prisoners that had been stolen by the xenomorphs. And oh, by the way, there's a lot more than one alien in Alien 3, the video game. There's a whole bunch. Okay,
And there's Sigourney Weaver said she didn't want as many guns in this film as in the last one. So
great. So it sounded like Sigourney Weaver maybe sabotaged this project a bit. That's what I'm starting to think.
I don't really think she did, aside from wanting to kill her character.
No, stop wanting to kill characters. I don't know why actors keep doing this. Just don't come back for the next movie. It's an American movie. They're not going to recast you. Not with the main part.
I think what killed this film is like there's no cohesive plan. They started building sets before they had a finished script. they scrapped the script and kind of started all over. So they trashed a bunch of sets that they built, which added to the budget. This was David Fincher's first film. He was 26. No one really respected him. He went back and forth fighting with the studios. The original cinematographer had to drop out because he had Parkinson's disease and he just couldn't keep going.
Oh, yikes.
There's just problems. They were rewriting the script, on the day of shooting. So many problems.
See, back then that was considered a minus. These days, when you're doing that, they think, "Oh, that's pretty good. They're rewriting the script on the day of shooting." I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm commenting on modern Hollywood. I don't know though. We got look, visually this is fine. This looks good.
Beautiful film.
Yes. And like I said, maybe Fincher was getting interfered with, so I don't even know if I should even be blaming him. And maybe this, like I said, maybe this special edition will change my mind. Let's take a look.
Johnny likes the prisoners in this film. I think there are some great characters in this film. I just have trouble telling them apart because they all look the same. It was the same thing with Black Hawk Down. I'm like, all y'all look the same. And I know they're all in the military, but it's like all y'all look the same. Someone put on a bandana. Someone put on a different color jacket for me. Come on, let's break up the scenery here. And that's probably just a me thing. So, oh yes, Eric. Spoiler warning: Ripley taking the Queen with her at the end of this film is poetic. It's pitch perfect. That was a gut punch.
Well, it was literally a gut punch from the inside out. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry. Did I say that?
What's the first purpose of her surviving aliens? If this is where she's going to end up, why bother getting off that planet to start with? Why bother rescuing Newt at the end of the film? Why bother ejecting the Queen into outer space? Why any of it?
I already know what Eric was response, but that's because it's reality. That's life.
Why should I bother taking a bath tomorrow? I'm going to get stinky anyways.
That's reality. You save your surrogate daughter, you get yourself a potential husband for the future, and they die, and then you die while something rips out of your intestines. Because that's just how life is. It's poetry. It's beautiful.
Do they come out of your intestines?
I don't know where it comes out. I don't think they put the egg in the womb, do they? It goes in their gut, right?
Probably went in your trachea somewhere.
I don't know. Am I a biologist? Am I a medical doctor?
I identify as a biologist.
Oh, you like that spiral staircase?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I get them wanting to change the locale. They did the space colony. They did the wait, let's watch this scene. No, she wasn't. And yet you risked your life and limb to go back when it pretty much seemed like all was lost for her, and you still rescued her. But
can we that's what really beat Mord.
So I have a question. If she insisted on Ripley dying, why'd she come back for Alien Resurrection?
She really liked the script.
Okay.
That was the only reason why she came back. No, in all fairness, she said, I don't want to do this. I'm not interested. They said, here's the script. Just read it. She's like, oh, I like this. And
what?
Yeah. Yep.
No. I mean, I'm oh.
Yeah, and that's another film I haven't sought out since I saw it in the theater. I watched it on TV a couple times.
Look. Okay.
This scene was just so.
Yeah, I'm like watching this. This is kind of a bummer. I kept thinking, did the little girl not want to come back? But they could always recast the little girl because it's a kid. This doesn't make any sense.
Actually, Boomer, it's probably just like a doll.
I know that. I'm just.
David Pinsack said Sigourney Weaver liked the clone aspect. Yeah, she said, and money, sure. But money's nice, probably nicer than clones. She said it actually felt like science fiction to her. So,
like, what is she doing? Oh, she's trying to see if she got infected by the alien. I got you. Okay, a face hugger got her or something.
and what exactly is cholera for those of us who don't know?
I don't know. I keep thinking that the dude's wife on Wind Rises had cholera and she was coughing up blood.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's all details I need.
It's a bad disease. People died of it.
Speaking about bad things, they filmed a scene of this that has been shown. It's just never been released, and it made people physically sick.
The autopsy of the little girl.
Yeah, but it's never been released anywhere. And I'm like, God, now I want to see it. I'm like,
these prisoners are annoying, but I get the fact that it's a religious type thing. That's why they're not all after Ripley right now. Okay. It doesn't explain how an alien resurrection with Winona Ryder being on the pirate ship. Never mind. We'll get into that someday. The only thing I found interesting about Alien Resurrection was that they were finally done with the Weyland Corporation, because it had been so many centuries since then that the corporations collapsed, which I thought was interesting, and it was colonial powers in charge of things again. I thought that was interesting.
the editing of this scene is, I think, effective enough without actually showing.
I guess I would argue that maybe it's dragging this film a little bit, but maybe that's just me. I mean, we're all terrified. She took out like dozens of these things in the last movie. I don't know.
David Pinsack says cholera is an acute diarrheal infection caused by ingestion of food or water contaminated with the bacterium Vibrio cholerae. Okay, cool. Good to know that. So don't drink contaminated water. Good to know.
So this was where was this shot? Pinewood Studios?
007 Soundstage.
Okay.
Until 20th Century Fox shut down the production, looked at what they had, and decided they needed to film a couple more scenes just to finish the film. And they finished those in Los Angeles.
Okay. You have to understand, I came off of Alien expecting another summer action blockbuster.
I did too. I did too.
Granted, the first Alien movie is not really a action; it's more of a horror movie. I guess, is this trying to get back to the horror roots of the first movie? Is that what they were trying to go for here? Maybe.
I feel like it's just an exercise in nihilism.
Well,
I would call this this is subverting your expectations, but doing it in a good way.
I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Like I say, though, watching this now, I am wondering if it's better than what came after. I don't know. Because at least there's good acting here. The set design's great.
You and I both went into this as teenagers. Yes, and we would watch Aliens, whenever we could on the VHS. and just be like, yeah, 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 yeah. And we both went in expecting another Aliens, and we didn't get that. And we were like, what the hell? And then everybody died, and we're like, what the hell?
Well, I think at this point, I'm like, where's the monster? Of course, granted, even in Aliens, it doesn't show up for a little while, but it's like,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think I got angry about there being so few weapons in this movie too. That pissed me off.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see guns going off. I want to see,
feel you.
no, not happening. I want to see the futuristic weaponry like we saw in the second movie.
Johnny Shannon says the cremation score cue coming up soon. Beautiful fabricated four-note theme when they release the bodies in the fire. Also played when Ripley falls to her death. I think so. Those are some of the better cues in the entire score. Boomer, do you have the score for Alien 3?
No, I do not. But maybe there's an isolated soundtrack on this wonderful digital copy I have, huh?
Well, you can get the OD release, which is like about 50 minutes long for like around $10. Or
yeah,
you can get the La La Land release that came out in 2018 that's now out of stock and sold out. It's 2.5 hours of music on 2 discs.
How much?
It costs you about $100 from Discogs.
You know what? I think I'll still hunt for the Beverly Hills Cop 2 soundtrack instead of that. Okay. I'll be all right with that.
So
that I'm waiting for La La Land to restock. I want my Beverly Hills Cop 2 soundtrack. Beverly Hills Cop 2, a sequel that got kind of maligned when it came out, but you know what? It's perfectly watchable, perfectly fun. I didn't mind that movie. That's the thing. They always would attack sequels back then. Those goes like RoboCop 2. I will defend RoboCop 2. Love RoboCop 2. People hate it though. There are people that say it's one of the worst sequels ever made. Yes.
This whole scene right here is new with the ox. Originally, the facehugger got a Rottweiler. I think it was.
So are they all not religious? Is that why they're making these? Oh, I love that.
They're all kind of
that's a wonderful quote.
You can have a potty mouth and still love the Lord, okay?
No, I like what he said. Frida, I don't know if I can say this on your channel, so I'll keep quiet. But that quote he just made about women, and my friend Emilio's uncle said, "I only have one word of advice for women," and he's like, "You treat a queen like a and treat a." Yeah, okay, so the furnaces are going on. So they're gonna burn Hicks and Newt. We don't even see anything about Hicks. Hicks not even brought up. It's like he's like
Eric does not like the ox scene.
It's probably a dumb scene. Yeah, I don't know. Are they having beef stew later? Is that why the ox was there? I don't remember.
Well, the ox was attacked by the facehugger, so it's got an alien.
Oh, you got to get rid of that thing. Yeah. And that's another question I have. Could they theoretically implant the thing in an animal like an ox, and it would pop out of the ox?
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
That's the beauty of the alien creature. Whatever the facehugger attaches to, the creature that comes out acquires attributes of the host body. So, what? I mean, think about a facehugger on a shark and a tornado. Alien shark tornado movie coming this summer to sci-fi. Boom! Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah, great. I'm sure the wheels are spinning over there, and I'm sure that'll be on that Aliens TV series we're getting on Hulu. They're gonna do a xenomorph experiments with animals, and they're gonna be there's gonna be a bat xenomorph and a kangaroo xenomorph. It's gonna happen. It'll be a xenomorph with boxing gloves on it. What do you think of that, huh? You like that?
Yes.
Okay. Because it's gonna happen. Because think of all the action figures they can sell, right? Ew. So was this in the movie with the ox?
No, it was a dog. And Johnny Shannon is right. The scene with the dog and the chest buster, I didn't care for that at all. No.
Is that a preview of Seven coming up there with all those implements hanging on the wall? I'm just saying.
Yeah, Eric brings up that David Fincher wanted this alien to be a four-legged creature and to move fast. So the dog kind of does make sense. I didn't care for it. I don't care for any of them. I mean, Chestbusters are bad, but I dog a lot. And that music right there, probably one of the best cues in the entire film.
Ill. So I remember when Alien came out on DVD, and it came with a thing where you get the whole four set, the Alien quadrology they called it back in the day.
Yeah.
And I said, "Nah, I'll get Alien, I'll get Aliens, and I'm good." That's what I said. That was a nice DVD from Fox early on. That was a good little DVD they put out.
That was.
And they've only
like $80 or something like that back when $50 was like real nice.
It was like 20 when it came out.
For all four? No, it wasn't.
Well, for all four, yeah, it was $80 because you're paying like $20 a DVD. Yeah. So why am I going to be spending 80 when I can just pay 40 and watch the two movies I want to watch? We don't get the box set then. I know. Do we like Ripley with the shaved head?
I hear she got an extra $1 million to shave her head. Okay. So if anyone wants to give me $1 million, I will shave my head.
I imagine that was a contract somewhere that she signed. That's Pete Postlethwaite. You know?
No.
He was in Jurassic Park, wasn't he? Oh, no, he's in Lost World. He was in Lost World, not Jurassic Park.
Eric says the making of documentary in the set is incredible. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I really should. So should Boomer. And then Eric follows that comment up with, he shaves his head for free. Well, here in America, we got to get paid to shave our heads. Right, Boomer?
That'll be the new haircut in the future. It'll last you a while, you know. What do they got to do? They got to go into tunnels at night?
Oh, they were talking about one of the other prisoners. The crazy prisoner dude, which his kind of subplot was cut out in the theatrical release. So here you get to see it. And it's kind of like it's a good little subplot. Johnny brings up a good point that the tension music that Goldenthal's given us in the cafeteria. I think that was probably another fault of mine when the soundtrack came out. I was in much more of the more robust music phase of my life, and I didn't care for a lot of the more quiet pieces. And I bought this on tape because tape was cheaper by like $6 back then, and that meant something.
Well, it
And
did because the dollar was worth more anyway.
yeah, and I bought it on cassette. And it's like the opening track on side A and the closing track on side B, and there wasn't much in between. So it never got listened to. And I ordered the expanded La La Land release in
There you
2018,
go.
and I listened to it once, and I was like, whatever. But I'm being honest. I'll always be honest with y'all. I was like, whatever. But revisiting it over the last 2 weeks before this show, I'm like, the dread and the tension in this is better than Aliens and Alien. I'm saying that now as a 48-year-old versus a 17-year-old.
Like when you were younger and you just wanted the rah rah
Yeah.
rah.
And I will say this film holds up better than I think most films. I can appreciate the fact that they didn't do a retread of Aliens. And Eric is right. Like the entire point of Ripley's story is like, hey man, you got in a bad situation. You're not going to get out of it. You're not going to. And he's right. Eric is right. Sometimes that's life. And I can see that and appreciate that as a 48-year-old. As a 17-year-old, that's not what I wanted to see. Birdman didn't want to see that on a May afternoon on the last day of school.
It's not what I want to see in an Alien movie.
But it's still, I mean,
if they want to make their own thing with some person falling on the planet with some weird alien, but it's not alien, I probably would have been more open to this.
See, you're still wanting I think you're still wanting a retread of Aliens.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the time, that's what I wanted. Yes.
Fine.
At the time, that's what I wanted. Or even Alien, which was at least, I mean, it was creepy, but it was a straight up horror. Whereas this, do you have any faith system doing all this stuff? What is this? Come on.
Well, that's these people. This time Ripley has fallen into these people's world, and she's going to fuck it up 8 different ways to Sunday. I mean, they're all going to die. I mean, only one guy's getting off this planet alive. I mean, but yeah, I think artistically, this film is a good ending to the Alien trilogy. Although it's not what I wanted. It is not what I wanted. I don't know it's what I needed, but I'm like, I'll give David Fincher some credit.
There are people out there that don't like Aliens and felt Alien 1 is a good one and done, and you leave it alone at that. I've heard people.
I can respect that. Yeah.
Okay. I would just tell my younger self, just wait for Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers?
I know it.
You don't like
Johnny
it.
Chan says he bought this on tape back in the day as well. Yeah. Because remember when a tape was like $10 or $11 and the CD was like $16 to $18, and it's like, I could go see a movie again with the price difference.
So this was 92. Was this Terminator 2 summer?
No, that was 91.
What came out in 92?
Terminator came out right before 10th grade. Eric says the last thing you want in a trilogy of films is to retread what came before. If you're going to do a sequel, take the character somewhere that the audience won't expect. Yeah.
That's fine, but don't kill off the little girl.
I still have a problem with that, but again, it's like Ripley's not getting out of this. No one's getting out of this. No one can get out of this.
And I'm going to say this too. Do I care if any of these guys get killed by the xenomorph? They're kind of disgusting. I said it out loud.
They're all pretty much naughty people.
I mean, I don't hate anyone in the original Alien or even, Aliens, there's the Paul Reiser character. But other than that, I don't want to see any of these people necessarily die. I don't know that I care about the prisoners. Maybe that's a commentary on society. Though, see, well, you care about them, but you don't care about the prisoners. They're less than, aren't they? Well, they are criminals. What do we got here? There's the xenomorph. What is that? Why are you sticking around while you're looking at this weird thing?
That was a little gross.
I'm not liking
All right.
this movie.
Eric July says that's why Empire is a brilliant sequel to Star Wars. Temple of Doom is brilliant sequel prequel to Raiders. That's why Godfather 2 is a brilliant sequel to Godfather. Killing off Newt goes against audience expectations. It sets the tone that anyone can die, even Ripley. Ripley is not a superhero. She's definitely not a superhero.
No, and I never saw her as a superhero necessarily. I know people, they often hold her up in high regard, but she's a person. She's, I mean, maybe perhaps Cameron went too much in the action movie territory, but it was still an enjoyable romp. I think the first Alien movie is still the best, and it won't ever be beaten. But I don't know.
Johnny says he was invested in the prisoners and rooting for them to survive. Yeah, I wasn't rooting for anyone to get killed by a xenomorph because it's never pretty size, and I feel bad for anyone getting killed by a xenomorph.
I don't know.
Would you want to get killed by a xenomorph?
Would I want to get killed by a xenomorph? I'll be blunt with you. I'm trying to think.
I'll go with no.
I'll say this. I think the xenomorph kills you quickly, doesn't it? I mean, it's not pleasant, but it's quick.
I mean, what's your definition of quick? Mine's like a 45 to the back of the head. That's my.
I don't know. It goes up to your face and like sticks its third mouth.
I don't.
Okay. I'm just saying that it's not about. I don't think the xenomorph, whatever you want to say about it, it's not about cruelty, and it's not eating you for food either. Not really, unless it's using you as a fodder for the eggs. Like the face huggers are worse than the xenomorph, in my opinion. I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't want to be stabbed to death, and I don't want to be killed by a xenomorph. Okay, so.
I don't know too, and this is gonna say maybe at the time was too many British actors in this, too many British accents. Maybe that was throwing me off.
It was shot in Great Britain.
What? I know, but they
Britain.
usually mix it up. I mean, we just, oh.
I mean, why do you think everyone in the Empire from Star Wars is British?
What's Ripley doing here? She's doing nothing. She's lying there. She's lying there. Last movie, she's using the forklift. I don't want to be useless. She's just kind of just,
She's going to start using some stuff here pretty soon.
Okay, well, I hope so, because this is okay. I'm just saying. Oh man, yeah. I'm now no. I'm gonna try to be polite during the stream. I know this movie has its fans. I'm just. This is starting to I don't know. It's just this is all off for me.
I really thought you'd be more involved with this film. Sounds it was your idea.
What? Excuse me. No, you had mentioned it. Maybe you were joking when you mentioned. You were the first one to mention watching this.
Pretty sure this was your idea.
No, I said when we were going to get Eric Wood's in the chat, huh? I don't know because
Okay, so the budget for this film was $50 to $60 million. Box office in the U.S. was 50. That's what it did in the U.S.
Is that good?
No,
that's not good. You know why?
No.
You know why? Because nobody liked the movie. That's why I didn't.
Nobody in the U.S. liked it. It did 100 million in Europe, and it did 50 million in rentals. I mean, initially, it's done more since then.
Granted, they didn't see this version with the calf carcass, which I think was much better than the dog. I don't know that because I haven't seen the scene with the dog in ages, but I just know because it says special edition. That means it's special.
It got an Academy Award nomination for Best Visual Effects. Did not win. It got
How am I?
seven Saturn Award nominations.
How are we
Best
43 minutes
sci-fi
into this
film.
thing?
I'm sorry.
How are we 43 minutes into this thing? It feels like it's half over, and we got like almost 2 hours left. This is just
Okay.
see. This is another thing too. Maybe if this had been kept at a tight 90 minutes, I'd be less angry. But I just I don't know.
Well, the Saturn Awards: sci-fi film, actress, supporting actor, director, writing. It got a Hugo Award, Best Dramatic Presentation.
Whatever.
It was nominated for an MTV Best Action Sequence.
Okay. I'm breaking for the film in a minute. I'll have it play in the background. What were the movies of the summer of '92? Let's find out. Not Hudson Hawk summer. Pool World. That's unfortunate. Oh, El Mariachi came out in '92. That's a good one. Domestic box office summer '92. We got Batman Returns. Like that one. Lethal Weapon 3. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Act. Hey, you know what? Watched it more than I watched this movie. League of Their Own. Never seen it. Patriot Games. Yeah, that's Jack Ryan.
I was disappointed with Patriot Games when they came out.
Well, did not follow the book.
I don't read Tom Clancy, Boomer.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
It was not The Hunt for October. The Hunt for October just had, I felt, was a much better picture than Patriot Games.
Okay. Unforgiven, saw that when it came out. I'm a big Eastwood fan, so I saw that when I was a kid on the big screen.
That was a stupid film.
Unforgiven?
I was joking.
Shut. Okay, because this was going to get bloody in a minute here.
Come, breathe in, breathe out, Boomer.
I'm not saying it's my favorite Eastwood Western, but it's a great Western, and I know, don't even... The Ed Harris... sorry, I think it was the not Ed Harris. The other Harris, the English Harris. I liked his character in that. English
Richard
Bob.
Harris?
Richard Harris. I loved English Bob in that. Oh, him ragging on presidents. That was funny. Far and Away, Unlawful Entry, Alien 3 is number 10 for summer releases. So I don't understand how Batman Returns does better than everything else and Warner Brothers still considered it a failure. I don't understand that. Because I would have really liked the Tim Burton Batman 3, which we didn't get. We got
kind of like,
jumping on board, giving us bullshit. Sorry, excuse the language. Go ahead.
Well, like they think Amazing Spider-Man 2 was a failure, but it made buttloads of money. It wasn't as many buttloads as they wanted. So
That wasn't a good movie. That was a movie I actually wanted to like, and I'm like, okay, Amazing Spider-Man, bit rough, but they're going to get it right in part 2. I like the trailer with, Jamie Foxx as Electro, and I was expecting. I from the trailer, it looked like this guy's going to become a supervillain because Spider-Man's a jerk. That's what I thought was going to be the premise of the movie, but no, they just got dumb, stupid movie. I think this actor I don't like. I don't like him. I'm sure I've seen him on plenty of these BBC shows I watch.
Hey, Wolf 10 Media's in the house. How are you, sir?
Welcome, Wolf 10. Do you like Alien 3? Actually, I'll say this. At least this guy's concurring my opinion, this gentleman. Oh, this is bad. What is this?
The Warden?
No, this. Where's the alien? Where's the tension? It's like we're having these little scenes of arguing. Okay, I hope so, because we're only... Even in Aliens, you have this impending thing of dread. Impending dread. Let's have a coffee and talk about prison politics. I don't... just... All right, I'll shut up.
Okay, so... Rise of Skywalker. In 30 years, is anyone going to be sitting down talking about Rise of Skywalker?
No.
But you know what they will be talking about?
What?
Alien Cube.
Alien what?
Alien Cube.
What's Alien Cube?
Cube. That little 3, the small 3, that means cube. In math terms.
Alien 3.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, it's better than Rise of Skywalker. I'll admit that. Yeah. See, this is like a good dentist appointment as opposed to an excruciating dentist appointment. That's what
Damn,
Rise of Skywalker is.
boy.
Okay, there you go. It's like a teeth cleaning. It's not really pleasant, but as it goes by,
I
you're
don't
fine.
know.
Get
After
out of
the
there.
pain I had, I was like, I'm not doing this ever again.
You have to do teeth cleanings. You got to
No,
do
you
them twice
don't.
a year. You got to do
No,
them
you don't.
twice a year, Birdman. You want to keep your
Nope.
teeth.
Nope. I would rather get a
I know it's
colonoscopy while
unpleasant. You
I'm
got to
awake.
do it.
No. No.
Are they all drinking coffee? Is there any booze
They're
on this
British. They're
planet?
drinking tea.
No, they're not. Is that tea? Is that really tea?
I don't know. You put milk in tea. It looks funny.
Everything in this movie's gray. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's just.
It looks more brown tones to me, but
Where's the alien? Is it gonna kill some? Oh no, here we're getting the Bishop android. Yeah, because I'm thinking, well, Bishop's an android. They can just bring him back.
all right. So Eric says this is why special edition for this film sucks. There are some great cut scenes, but
so the special edition's worse. You're saying to us?
he's saying the pacing is awful. I've heard on the internet that more people like the expanded edition over the standard.
No, I was suspicious about this because I don't think any director slapped his name on this. I don't think Fincher said
David
it's my
Fincher
cut.
almost took his name off the picture.
Yeah, and I don't think he endorsed this cut either. So I don't know if this is necessarily an improvement. I don't know.
Big Al says his earlier bowel movement was better than the Rise of Skywalker. Harsh words for Big Al Presents. He's usually jolly and happy.
Absolutely terrible movie. I don't want to talk about Rise of Skywalker. I want to forget it. I want to forget that it ever happened.
I think Wolf Tin Media prefers the dog over the ox as well.
Yeah, it might have been a better scene. I was not impressed with the ox scene I just saw.
Okay, this music right here kind of took me out of the picture. It felt too electronic for me compared to everything else in the film. Anybody else?
What?
Did this music take you kind of out of the picture?
I don't know. I'm starting to think if they had more music like this in it, maybe this would have.
I'm like, I wish something else had been written. Like, if I ever talk to Elliott Goldenthal, which I probably never will, but if I do, because he also had a scene, an interview with the vampire, where they're like going down the stairs and they're gonna put everyone they're gonna wall up Brad Pitt's character and burn the two lady vampires, and it's just kind of like this crazy phonetic music, and it's just like this is jarring.
Is that interview of the vampire?
Johnny says he loves the electronics that match the environment perfectly. I'm glad you like it. I
think I'm with him. I think I'm with him. Yeah, I think maybe
with him, like which him? There's like many hymns on the stream, like me him or Johnny him.
See that Firestarter song in this, huh?
What?
I'm your Firestarter. They could have that playing.
Hey, David liked it too. I guess I'm the odd man out.
Yeah, no, I think maybe if they had like more, this could have had more of a rock score that might have been interesting. Yeah.
No.
Or like a techno,
No.
like
Eric,
techno.
help me out here, buddy. Eric Woods, help me out. The scene where they're trying to attack Ripley. Yay or nay? Good or bad? With me, it's just like
probably the liveliest track on this whole album. So I'm just saying, okay, well, the candle goes out. Are we gonna get to see the alien finally?
We just saw it. Like,
actually, I did like that. I did like that line. It's all right to say shit. It's not against God. Which I thought was funny. And I thought about that as a kid. Theater says, he's got a point. You're not supposed to cuss, but I don't know. I saw this with my friends. This was like the birthday movie, and I just got the Super Nintendo though, so I was a happy camper. Got myself Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Got Castlevania 4.
Okay, Eric. I remember this when I'm buying Indiana Jones Funko Pops. He says the electronic guitars are disturbing and it fits the attack perfectly. Okay, it's just Could we have done something with strings instead? I mean, I just don't think of electronics when I think of the score. Really, I know Goldenthal blends them together, but it did not work for me.
Wolf
At
10 saying
17 or 48 didn't work for me. Either age and anywhere in between. And Wolf 10 says, "Stop your whining, boomer."
I'm not. I like this movie. It's actually growing on me. I got to tell you. I
Okay.
think. I have the Blu-ray of
There's your
this too.
alien, boomer. There's your alien. Got
Okay,
more action going on.
can I see more of that, please? I don't care about these guys. I'm sorry. This is.
Do you not care about them because you don't feel they've been like?
You know what it is? I think it's what you were saying earlier. They all kind of look the same, don't
They
they?
do look the same.
Yeah. So it's not like we have like unique characters like Vasquez and stuff like that. You just have. And they're all speaking with these Cockney accents that were these or English accents or whatever. It's just like, no, it's like, just.
I love Goldenthal's music here though. It's just the dread and the fear and the tension is.
I guess they tried fleshing these guys out a little bit more with that whole thing about them not getting along, right? Okay, so that's another thing. I think even the first Alien, we don't really see any of the bodies, right? Now we're seeing one.
Yeah, this version's bloodier for sure.
See,
This thing really disturbed me back in.
Why?
Well, with Bishop like this, all
Why?
torn up and everything, and he's talking, and then he says, just go ahead and permanently deactivate me because I'll never be top notch again. I was just like, no, come on, man, like what? Come on, man, we can patch you back together. Come on, get you some new leg. It's felt kind of like euthanasia to me. I know he's an android. I know he doesn't have a soul, so don't come at me with that, people. I know that.
Okay,
I know he's an android, and I know it's a fiction, but it felt like, Ripley was euthanizing Bishop. That's how it felt to me.
It's. So I kept thinking they couldn't get the actors back. And that's why they weren't there, and that's why they killed off. That's when I was a kid. I used to always think that, like, we have Lance Hendrickson back, just have him be Bishop again. Get Bishop back,
No, they didn't even approach Michael Biehn or anyone else.
Doesn't make any sense. Look at these. Look at this, huh?
This is a new scene right here in the cafeteria.
Seeing some breakfast cereal. Yeah, this is unpleasant.
I told you. Thank you, Wolfton, for backing me up with my euthanasia thought.
Yeah, Johnny has a point. Ripley lasted pretty long with an alien, and so yeah. I mean, come on. Maybe the queens take longer though.
They are bigger.
Maybe that's what it is.
But
The Queen's Snake longer. I
there
don't know.
never seemed to be any consistency on how long it takes a chest buster to come out.
Well, I don't know. I imagine it's not that long. I mean, that actually doesn't make any sense. The bishop would say that.
So she saw an autopsy on Newt, and then she just had that encounter with Bishop.
So that's Charles S. Dutton.
Okay,
So
well, Eric has an answer for us, like over the course of 1 to 24 hours, sometimes up to several days. I guess it just kind of depends.
remember Charles S. Dutton? He was in Rudy. Ever see Rudy?
The football movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, like, wasn't there like a movie about Jack Rudy that killed Oswald though?
No, that's
Or no, that was Ruby, Jack Ruby.
Yeah, this is what got me angry.
They don't have any weapons.
And I know logically it makes sense. It's a prison, but it's an alien movie. I want to see stuff going off, and this is bothering me.
Again, thank you, Sigourney Weaver, who didn't want weapons in the film.
God. Yeah, that's your fault. Well, not you. You're never mind. Let's see here. Oh, we're an hour and 2 minutes into this beauty. I'm trying to remember what else happens. I know they cover the alien
I'm
with
sorry,
iron.
I feel like I've like screwed you over tonight by watching this film.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I think they pour hot iron on it or something, and then they blast it with
Yeah,
cold water. And then
in my mind, you had developed an appreciation for this film over the year.
What?
Yeah, see, in my mind, because we hadn't discussed it, but I figured you saw this as a teenager, like I did, and you hated it every moment of it. And then
I've had
you got
movies.
older, you revisit it, and you're like, oh, I appreciate this now because I can see the beauty of this film. But
I've had movies I've seen as when I was younger, which I didn't appreciate, which I grew to appreciate as I was older. The animated film movie from Japan, Akira, I did not care for on first watch, but now I see it as brilliant. So that was when I was younger, and then I got more. And I don't know. Like I said, maybe my mind will change. Of course, from hearing this isn't the proper cut to be watching anyway. This is the special edition, which Fox just loves doing its alternate cuts, and I guess we can blame James Cameron for that because was the first to do it with Aliens. And then they told Ridley to do one with Alien, and he said, "Well, my director's cut is the theatrical version," But he made another cut anyway. Does Alien Resurrection have an alternate cut as well?
it does.
Is it better?
I think it's not substantially different. There's like
Is that the one with the Joss Whedon with the? Is that the one with the different ending that Joss Whedon had apparently written?
where they land on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do land on Earth at the end. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Big Al says he feels like he's listening to you guys being waterboarded. I don't feel that way.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just. There are plenty of movies I hate more than this. This is not. I don't even know if I'd even use the word hate for this movie. It's
still just not what you want.
It's just kind of slow, and it's just,
Wolfson says Alien 4 had a different opening in the special edition.
Interesting. I'm more positive on Alien 4, though there are things I don't like about it, but some of the premises, the
it
world
was more
in
action
it was
adventure, which is what you wanted, right?
Well, no, here's what it was. I like the director that made it. I think he's a French director. I think he's with Delicatessen and City of Lost Children, so it had an interesting look to it. And I thought the idea of them making a Ripley clone, which is kind of silly. But that's just me. And it was how many hundreds of years in the future? I don't know. That's interesting. So he's kind of stuck there too for similar reasons. Okay. It just feels like
Disney needs to remake these. No, they don't.
No, they're coming after Alien next. The director they have up for the film, he's not bad. I know some people were. I appreciated the Evil Dead remake, though I know some people didn't. I thought it was achieving what it was setting out to do. Fede Alvarez, I think the guy's name is. We'll see how his Alien movie is. The series I'm not looking forward to at all. I got a bad feeling about that, but the heck am I watching here? What the heck?
Oh, listen to that music.
Oh, I remember this from the commercials. Question.
Yeah.
Why is the alien coming after all these people right now?
That's what they do. They
If it knows she has, okay, maybe it didn't know she has a queen, but I would just be lying low till the queen gets born, right? Why make your presence known? You're smarter than that. Do you like that music cue? The dun 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 dun. That.
I mean, it's very effective. Well, Tim brings up a good point. We need Neil Blomkamp's Alien film, which they don't seem to be wanting to do anymore.
Yeah, we're all not happy about that. They had a story recently where Sigourney Weaver says she's done with Ripley. She would have liked to have done that Neil Blomkamp film, but wasn't the cards. That was the last one she was going to come for. She actually liked what she saw with that, but no, it's that was a screw up. That should have been made. I don't know what else to say. That was. Oh, does this guy get killed?
Oh, yeah.
Because I want him dead already because he's got working my last nerve in this
He's got
movie.
about 2 more minutes left.
Like we hear in the audience, though, the xenomorph, yes, it's a thing, okay? You have space travel in the future going to other planets that shouldn't be so out of hand that there's some deadly organism out there. We have deadly organisms on the Earth that attack people. It's not that weird.
Johnny, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good, okay time at work. 2 a.m. does come awfully early. But thank you for coming by. Good to see you.
Oh, man. But I don't know. This alien doesn't seem as smart. Am I wrong here?
Well, it came out of an ox. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
No, but I mean, the alien is not the xeno. How do I call it the xeno? The alien is not stupid. In fact, it's been argued that there may be a sentience there. That they're this is just killing these prisoners left and right. But to what end? If you're going to get a queen, you need these bodies alive so you can put the eggs in them, and then give birth to more aliens. That's what they were doing in Aliens. They were capturing colonists, not killing them. They were. I mean,
I'm sure they killed some of them.
Yes, some of them, yeah, but they're more calculating than that. It's just I don't know. Maybe because it came out of an animal, it's not as smart.
That's what I was saying. It came out of an ox.
Okay, maybe. Okay, we're overcomplicating this now.
I think you're overcomplicated.
Okay, well, whatever. This is. See, there was an Alien 3 game for the Sega Genesis.
Did you have a Sega Genesis?
My older brother did, so I would play his Genesis a lot. I had the Super Nintendo. So
your parents just didn't say, "Here's the Sega Genesis, boys. Don't fight over it." They didn't do that.
That's what they did with the NES, and let me tell you, that's not you can't really share a game console. It doesn't work with your. He went on to the Sega Genesis. I went on to the Super Nintendo. That's what happened there. So after we were done with the NES. But the ending of the Mega Drive game, I'll let me get to the end so I can tell you what the ending is of the Mega Drive game, or the Sega Genesis version of Alien 3. It's as Ripley leaves Fury 161, she turns back one last time. It is done. Quotation marks. Well done. You have rid the planet of the alien menace and won the game. See? That's it. Ripley wins, goes on to live another day. Because whoever was making the game hadn't seen the movie yet. That's probably what happened there.
Oh, that, Alan Dean Foster, the science fiction author.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he did the novelization for Alien and Aliens, and he was doing the one for Alien 3. And he had some words with 20th Century Fox. They were making him change his novelization because he was going off the original script.
Yeah,
and they told him like it needs to be closer to what we're actually going to release. And he said, I will never do another Alien novelization after this.
After Alien 3?
Yeah. So he kind of, a lot of bridges got burned during the making of this film.
Now Wolf did say to turn off your thinking machine, but here's the thing: this is acting. This is almost trying to act like this is the thinking man's Alien movie, right? This is this is. Though I love the fact that the toxic waste machine has toxic waste written in big letters. And someone else was saying, was Eric Woods, something about Alien versus Predator movies. I have heard Alien versus Predator Requiem is a horrendously awful movie. I've not seen it.
Next week, you and I.
You want to do Alien versus Predator Requiem?
I saw the first one where they're in like the Arctic or whatever, and
yeah, this is the follow-up.
It was entertaining.
20th Century Fox put out some turkeys. I'm not trying to say they've been completely innocent of not making some terrible films, and I know Alien vs. Predator Requiem apparently was one of them. But this is just dumb. Alien vs. Predator Requiem, from what I've heard. Oh, what's going on here? Hi, Q.
David Pinsack says Alien vs. Predator Requiem is really bad.
So you like this part of the movie, Birdman?
Yeah. This is one of the more kind of
now we're getting, homemade bombs that, or thingamajiggers or whatever
let's not talk about that on YouTube, because I don't need to get flagged for anything else, okay?
About what?
What you just said, making homemade stuff like that. Let's.
All right. Oh, I see. Right. Yes.
Eric,
just like you can't talk about.
Yeah. Moving on. Eric says, Eric, do you really think the film is like super dark? I see a lot of brown tones to me. I don't think of it as like dark. I see brown tones. But it's definitely not bright and cheery. I mean, yeah.
Wolfton says they were doing references a lot, but not as much as Predators. Is that the Alien versus Predator movies? Oh yeah, I don't know. I from what I heard, the Alien versus Predator comics were very good, but yeah.
Oh, Eric was talking about Alien versus Predator being dark. Yeah. Okay. I love the cinematography in this film. I mean, that's just me.
You dropped your thing. Is that this flare? You dropped this flare.
I think so.
Oh, this
But
is
you know,
when you're in the
it's
theater
kind of
and
like a good
everyone.
thing. So otherwise, he would have been up there when Mr. Xenomorph was coming around.
Do we like the word xenomorph?
I mean, I don't use it every day. I mean, I
I
use it occasionally.
I just felt like that was like the corporate military. Oh, let's call it a xenomorph, and like they didn't have anything to call it. It doesn't. I don't know. Huh? Some of them aren't making it.
No. I did have a hard time, Boomer, keeping up with like the geography of all the people. Like I'm like, how many people are here, and
Like I don't know how many people are
how
in
many
this
have
colony
died?
right now. I don't know who's getting. See, the problem is we have a few characters that we're introduced to and get to know a little well. But this is just
So if they hadn't killed the doctor and the warden as quick, if they had been killed
the
later in
warden.
the
I
film.
could care less. I didn't like him, so kill him off. The doctor, I guess they had to kill off because Ripley can't have a love interest, right? That survives, right? Um, why is looking up the cast of this thing impossible? Hold on. All right, so his name is Leonard Dilton. That's Charles S. Dutton's character. He's the most fleshed out prisoner here.
Good to see you, Wolf 10 Media. Have a good night, my friend.
See you, Wolf. Then. Dude, you're not gonna make it. Here's the thing. Alien 1, Alien is very hard to kill, okay? Alien aliens just need some machine guns and some grenades and you're wiping them out left and right. This we're back to the hard to kill one again. But like Ripley is
Okay.
she's seen how easy these things are to take down. Except this is the cattle the cattle alien instead of the dog alien, I guess, in these.
Well, is it easier to kill something with a 10 millimeter round than it is to kill someone with just like a pitchfork? I mean,
I don't know. I find it hard to believe there isn't even like a shotgun on this planet. I mean, this is just. Do they hunt any wildlife here? I mean, this is just.
oh, I do love the introduction of the choir in this score.
Okay.
It does give it a nice religious element, and it's fitting since they're all like religious people.
Question: aren't they mining ore down here?
They
So
were.
don't they have drills? Don't
Didn't
they
they
have
say they
drilling?
stopped mining and everything's just kind of gone to hell in a handbasket? It's all just run down.
I don't know, because I thought maybe they had some drills, like some drilling equipment, drilling machinery. Couldn't they drill the alien or something?
I mean, not at close range. I mean, you're gonna get splattered with alien blood and
So we're taking time for a funeral while this thing is running about. That's
no,
fine.
they captured it. They locked it in. They just locked it in that room.
Don't take it back to Earth. Were you waiting for the Alien movie to take place on Earth, where all the xenomorphs were on Earth?
I think every teenage boy wanted to see that film.
Yeah. Instead, we got Alien versus Predator Requiem.
Yeah. And this is like a really stupid moment. Like why are you going to let this guy go?
Okay.
Have you ever been in a straitjacket, Boomer?
Have I ever been in a straitjacket? No. Have
No.
you?
No, I haven't either. I thought maybe you went to like a wild party in college or something.
No. I did a beer bong once, but that's about it. Xenomorph.
Start with a Z or an X. X.
Have trapped xenomorph. Permission to terminate. They want to keep it.
Doesn't everybody
Listen,
want their own little pet xenomorph though? I mean, come on.
would you take it back to Earth? You could like have it go on tour. charge people to see it.
Yeah, it sounds like a bad idea all the way around.
What do you mean? You don't like money? Make a fortune with one of those things, huh? What's his deal?
That's the crazy guy.
Yeah, you better be sorry you just murdered a man. What are you doing?
He's gonna let out the alien.
Why?
Is he crazy?
Okay, well, that's a good enough reason for me, huh? Better. Is he talking to it?
Yeah.
Or is he just nuts?
Well, yeah, he's talking to it, and he is nuts. I mean, we can be both at the same time.
Maybe he thinks the xenomorph is Saint Winifred.
Who?
Saint Winifred.
Okay.
Important English saint. Never mind.
Okay. I know St. George.
They used to fight over her bones or something. Maybe she's a Welsh saint. I don't know. Was that in the theatrical version? The lunatic guy letting him out?
No.
It wasn't, right? See, that makes the difference here. That makes this movie interesting.
His entire subplot was kind of cut out for the most part.
Mm. Yeah, he let the lunatic out and he let the xenomorph out, right? Is that right?
Yep.
What happened in the theatrical version?
If I remember correctly, that part where the explosion happened, and then they kind of cut to another. Alien Theory did like a wonderful breakdown on the difference between the theatrical and the work print version. It's like, I mean, like an hour and a half long video on YouTube.
See, they're all like the same. See, I'm sorry. Maybe
that's what I told you. That was my problem. They all kind of look the same.
It's like a bunch of.
It's like Black Hawk Down. It's like everyone looks the same. They're all wearing the same thing. You got the same haircut. I'm like,
see, Charles Dutton's character is different. He's got the glasses. It's just he doesn't have the British accent either.
And 85's got the ball cap. I mean,
yeah, there you go. Well, he's not even a prisoner. He's just the guy. Yeah, he's all right. Everybody else though, they're
like maybe if they had given someone like a cap with a feather in it and someone with a headband,
they all should have their own unique things. Like this prisoner likes to I don't know, wear like wear an ascot or something.
Yeah, yeah. Bravo. Yeah.
It's like
we should all wear more ascots. Maybe next week I shall wear an ascot.
They're all wearing these burlap sacks and they're all just speaking. she going back in there? Why?
She's getting a CAT scan.
How much more time we got on this thing? Oh boy.
12 hours, and I really don't think this drags, though, Boomer. I'm sorry that you feel like it drags.
I'm feeling this is dragging a bit for me. I don't know. I feel like in the original theatrical version, we'd be almost done now, and this is going on forever. I know she's got the alien. You know what it is? I don't think this movie's rewatchable. I think that's the main problem with this. Maybe when you're watching it for the first time, this is all fresh. This is just. Let's be honest with you. The 90s weren't kind to action movies. That's when things started to fall apart. Of course, we still have to watch Speed at some point, don't we? Huh?
I was looking at some of the Speed's film score this morning.
Yeah,
Die
Hard on a Bus.
Die Hard on a Bus. But it ain't a Christmas film. No.
No, it's not.
Ghost Planet says she enjoys all the alien crossovers that they've done in comic books. They've done a lot.
I've heard the comic books are a lot better than what we're seeing here. Just I don't know.
Eric is asking if 90s action movies suck. Do they suck? I mean, some of them do. I mean that Face Off movie, was that in the 90s?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a great movie. You don't like Face Off? Saw it 3 times in the movies.
I'm like, it's okay. I've already bought your birthday present, so you'll still get that, Boomer.
You don't like Face Off?
Looks stupid.
You never saw it?
I didn't need to see it. I saw the trailer.
No. We have to rectify this. No, it's got John Travolta and Nick Cage. What more do you need in a summer blockbuster?
A good script, a good movie, a competent director.
Listen, John Woo is you're saying John Woo is not a competent director.
He's not my flavor of.
Oh my goodness. No, you're wrong. Hard Boiled, do you ever see that? Hong Kong action? Come on. The 90s were all about John Woo toward the end, late 90s. 90s are a weird decade because you have the early 90s and you have the late 90s, and they're very different. Maybe this decade will get better toward the end, huh? See, so we already know Ripley has an alien inside her, so it's over, right?
For her.
Yeah, it's done. She's going to be the first one picked off, the one that's not going to stay behind, right? Right?
Yeah.
They have cigarettes?
Doesn't everybody in prison? those horns are very interesting.
Did you see a bunch of specks over that?
Spec.
They could have cleaned that up a little bit. That thing with the satellite. It's like it was lost footage or something.
I thought mine looked pretty good. I mean, isn't using xenomorphs for warfare like using velociraptors for warfare? I mean, it's kind of like about the same.
Okay, you're talking to a Jurassic World apologist who likes that movie. I love the line that
Nice. Like, I don't even know who you are as a person anymore.
I like the line Vincent D'Onofrio gives, and he's like, "We could have used some of those in Tora Bora," and I'm like, "Yes," because I had a big grin on my face during all of Jurassic World. Then we get Jurassic World 2, which wasn't as good, and then don't even talk about the last one they did. It was
all I'm gonna say is bullets kill a dinosaur just as good as they do a person.
What?
Bullets can kill a dinosaur just like they can kill a person.
I said yes. You don't think so?
No, I know they could.
Well, there you go. I mean, just I don't know. I'm just saying it was. He wanted to make miniature velociraptors to use. Remember? He had all these ideas. Then he gets eaten at the end, I guess. But what can you do?
It's like sharks with freaking lasers.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I like the first Jurassic World. You know what? You're gonna get mad at me. It was like Jurassic Park without the Spielberg sentimentality attached to it. That's how I saw it.
I thought it was like Jurassic Park without all the good qualities of the first one.
No, that was called The Lost World. I'm sorry. No,
I enjoyed The Lost World.
No. You like The Lost World? No.
Very much.
Oh. Jurassic Park 3, underrated. I thought that was actually rather good. No Spielberg director, but yeah. Fallen. What the heck was it? Is Fallen Kingdom the last one, or is that Part 5?
I think that was the third one.
Yeah, that wasn't good. No, that was. Plus, they were bringing the old people, the older characters back into the mix, which didn't feel right. Bringing Grant and them back, just it's and the giant locusts that were created for what reason? They didn't make clear. Quarantine Lieutenant Ripley above all. How do they know? Did he let them know? Hey, she's got an alien insider.
The Sulaco, they could read the information from the Sulaco computer. So anything that happened on the Sulaco, they know. They know she's impregnated.
What am I looking at here? How'd you like to be the guy that sends and receives those messages from the other side, huh?
Well, that's probably the only job in this film that I would want because I'm perfect with faith.
Who did the novelization of Alien Resurrection?
I don't know. Do you have any of the Alien novelizations?
I had the first one a while back. Leaky faucets, huh? They got to work on that. You think a bunch of prisoners with nothing better to do would be able to fix some faucets, leaky faucets, right?
Maybe.
Everything drips in these movies. It's
So,
ridiculous.
so who did you take with you to see this?
My childhood friends. That would be Travis and Alan, and I think my dad or my mom took us or something. Yeah.
Are y'all still friends?
Yes. No. Listen to me. None of us knew it was going to be like this. This was.
No,
Oh, now.
I would hope
Oh, you just mean in general.
friendship.
Fell out of touch with Alan. Travis, unfortunately, he passed away from Hodgkin's in his
Sorry.
early 20s. No, it happens. Yeah, I did meet up with him before he died, though. But yeah. And they both had Sega Genesises and would rag on me for owning a Super Nintendo. In case you want to.
I mean that alone would probably kill a friendship, I would think.
They were big Yankees fans too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's the Northeast. This is taking forever. Problem was I moved to Florida. They were my New Jersey friends. That was part of the reason why I lost touch with a couple of them. It's terrible. Of course, back then going to see a movie wasn't terribly expensive, you know. So you could take, you could have a couple of your friends come with you. They was like what, $6 at the most, $5.
AC Crispin wrote the novelization for Alien Resurrection, Boomer. Thank you, David.
See, I don't get it. She's saying that could have been lunch. I don't. Do the xenomorphs eat humans for sustenance? I never got that impression that were just protein to them. I didn't get that impression. I think they use us for procreation purposes. I didn't get the feeling they're just killing us just for the heck of it. Am I wrong?
I think they kill to eat.
I guess how many men do you have to kill to eat? I mean, this is just.
How hungry are you? I mean, I'm pretty hungry tonight. I mean, I could eat like a whole Domino's pizza right now if it were to magically show up.
What do you like? You like thin crust?
I like thin crust with ground beef and salami. Just saying.
I usually get pepperoni and mushrooms. I like that. You like mushrooms?
No.
Okay.
No.
Green peppers?
No.
You don't like green peppers either?
No.
Oh my goodness. If you go out to I think it's Portland, there's a pizza place there. You can order at most 1 meat and 2 veggies. Don't mess around with that more than that. You can't have 2 meats on your pizza. They'll kick you out.
Okay. Eric brings up a good point. He says the alien is a puppy and puppies eat like cray. They can.
I don't know.
I had a French Mastiff and she really loved food. She never turned down food. Mm-hmm.
Am I up to more dialogue scenes that go on forever with slow melodic dialogue that doesn't end? Stretch the pad.
Pretty important scene. She's asking him to kill her.
Just no speeches. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Because we've had enough of those already. No prayers, because we no.
I really thought
have it go on for another half hour with him, just doing the
really
for
really thought you liked this film, Boomer.
No, don't. I'm not. This is.
Did you know there's no LP release of this score?
Yeah, because they didn't care. Let's be honest here.
I feel a cold breeze coming up from Florida tonight.
Okay, this is just. And Acclaim, which was not known as a great video game company, but they hired a good team to work on this game. They must have bought the rights to do Alien 3, and then they see the movie and they're like, oh. And they're like, you know what? We're going to have plenty of xenomorphs and facehuggers for you to blast with guns. And we're not going to follow the plot of the movie. That's what they said. Of course, the Super Nintendo game does die in the way she does in the movie, though. She does throw herself. Oh, for the love of Pete! I don't care anymore. Ripley's gonna die, and she's gonna have this. Is like
Well,
anybody
Boomer,
else.
I hate to be a spoiler for your rest of your life, but one day you will die too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm saying this. Who cares about the other people on Earth in this universe? Seriously, I don't.
Cricket says that she thinks the movie's kind of cool,
Cricket
right?
does. I do have Cricket
Right,
with you now.
Cricket,
Let me
right?
take a look.
Hmm.
Look at that. Yes, Cricket's nice. What is Cricket's favorite thing to eat?
What someone else is trying to eat.
Okay, like Pete. Is she a pizza crust dog? Does she like pizza crust?
If someone else is eating it, then it needs to be hers. But if you give something to her, she's just all like, whatever, I don't care. But if you give the same thing to someone else, she's all about it.
Now, I would argue Eric was made a point the pacing's all off in this version of the movie, and he's probably right. So maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would not be ragging on this much if we were watching the theatrical version. This is just going on forever. They probably would. They're Wayland. They probably mow the floor with you guys.
Hop down, girlfriend. Hop down.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Everyone does except for one person. Did you? There's a YouTuber called Strange Thoughts, and he did a video on how to survive Alien 3. And his argument was you should wait for the ship to land and send someone out and say like, yeah, one's over here. They got it. They're about to kill it. You need to stop them, and then wait for everyone to like run off and do it, and then just like take over the ship and like leave them behind.
That's an idea.
Probably a good plan. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Boomer. That's right, Boomer.
Okay, we got another speech here.
Yeah. USA, USA, USA. Come on,
Okay,
Boomer.
well, you're saying USA. They're all Brits here, man.
Well, Dylan's not.
No,
He's
I guess not.
American.
He's the American. You're right. Okay, so here we go. Okay.
You got to have the American to build up the British people. You know. It's almost over for me. And I am sorry you didn't like this film. I really thought you suggested this film.
You know something? No, I think you suggested it as a joke, and I said, you know, whatever. Why don't we just do it? I thought you liked the score. I thought you thought this was like the most amazing score.
I don't think it's the most amazing score ever. I think Elliott Goldenthal did a really good job with the score. It's not one that I go back to.
But, so this was the theatrical version. We've finished now, so but we got more time on this special edition with the ox carcass, with the alien popping out of the ox, and it's the ox alien, as I call it, right? The ox xenomorph.
Yeah. Eric, did you suggest Alien 3? Maybe Eric suggested.
No one suggests. Just I hear laughing, huh? It's kind of intense.
That's in the movie.
I know. I'm hearing laughing in the movie. It's intense. This is some creepy stuff, man. Is that a bad
I think so.
What the heck is that thing? What the heck?
This camera running was interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of blood, huh?
Yeah, it's a good bit.
I feel bad for Vincent. I was really attached to his character. I'm sad he's gone. I mean,
I'm not sure which one Vincent was.
Forget about Newt and Hicks. I don't care about them, but Vincent, man, it's my favorite character in the whole franchise. You just kill him off like that. It's horrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's okay because this is like the horse racing alien. See how fast he's galloping. I mean, that's kind of terrifying.
I never thought about that.
It's like a little speed demon, you know, just hop, 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 hop. I'm sorry, I'm just. Oh, holy crikey! The beast is getting me. I'm sorry. I'm just. Which way we go? I'm sorry. Man.
And you said you don't have the Alien 3 soundtrack at all?
No, I don't. I don't need it either, to be honest with you. I won't be the completionist as far as the Alien scores go. You know what I'm thinking right now, man. I wish it was where the wish. Man, you know what I'm thinking right now, man. I wish I was watching Alien Covenant. That's what I'm thinking right now. I'm sorry, or even Prometheus. This is just. I'm sorry. This is.
Yeah, I enjoyed Prometheus. I thought it was a beautiful film.
Prometheus was all right.
I think it was very ambitious.
It was, and like I said, I actually like the idea of them setting movies in the Alien universe that didn't necessarily have the xenomorph in them. I thought that was a good idea. Have the Weyland Corporation involved in other crap, but then they bring the xenomorph into it and stop it. Oh, wow, man! Look at this! Look at this! It's upside down. Like, oh, we're in the eyes of the xenomorph right now.
Yeah, it's the point of view of
the xenomorph's thinking. I hate these guys as much as the audience does, and I got to kill them.
Wow.
That's what it's thinking. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
hey,
I'm
Boomer,
sorry.
you do not hate this film as much as David Fincher. Okay, take comfort in that.
Am I supposed to be impressed with this effect too? I don't know. It's like it's just it's terrible. Yeah, I remember that got a chuck in the audience. The scissor thing. Yeah, the scissor joke. Ripley seems out to lunch during this whole movie. Let's be honest here. She has like one
I don't think
expression
so.
on her face for the whole
I would
movie. It's
disagree with that statement.
one expression on her face. It seems it's that expression. It doesn't change. It's that for the whole movie. If you have an animatronic player, this is just. I'm just. Let's stretch this out some more. Let's have some slow camera movements. Yeah, yeah. Terrified, man. I mean, geez, it's like, what if the alien kills all these men? It'd be horrible. It's just look, it's coming behind you, Pete Postlewaite. You have to survive so you can star in Lost World Jurassic Park, another winner. You know, I mean, this is just oh my, it's just. You gotta wait, man. You gotta wait.
Yeah, Eric brings up a good point. Ripley is sick and she's dying, so
I get it. She's not in the best of shape. Here's the evil Wayland Corporation. I'm sorry. See, they dial back how evil the corporation is in part two. They more like they're incompetent, but then of course, well, no, they have the one guy who wanted to ship the stuff back, the Paul Reiser character. I don't know. I'm just. No. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pull him down. He's gonna be missing a head. Oh, he's saving his friend. I have a question. That slime that drips from it, is that the acid or is that just the acid for blood? So that's just saliva.
they've always
Maybe
been kind
alien
of
saliva
slimy.
is okay. Maybe alien saliva, that could be therapeutic. I don't know. It's like
Got a
he
message
did.
from a
He
friend
did.
telling me that his dog died.
What? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just got a message from a friend telling me his dog died.
Sorry about that.
They used Taffyetto on the alien puppets to make him look slimy and sweaty.
Taffy?
Taffyetta.
What is that?
It's like a pudding type thing.
Better hurry up, Ripley. Is it on the wall? We're seeing through the alien eyes. What do you think of that, huh?
I thought it was very inventive. We hadn't seen that before
You
in any other film.
get to see what the alien sees.
I'm glad my vertigo's not bothering me tonight because I'd be like fucked right now.
You know what I think? This is a game for the alien. This is having fun. I don't think it's for sustenance. It's like
Yeah. I'd say that. Yeah, Ghost Planet. They did like this rod puppet thing for this film, trying something different. I think most of the special effects have aged well. Some of them haven't. The practical ones, I think, are very good. Oh man, I would have peed my pants if that happened to me.
No, no, I'm sorry. This is. You're not gonna make it, is he?
There's one guy that makes it. I don't remember which one it is. I know it's not um, the leader dude. Ghost Planet brings up a good point. She misses practical effects. Yeah, I wish they would rely more on practical effects and not so much computer. Are matte paintings considered a practical effect, Boomer?
I assume as much. Yes.
David Fincher started working with matte paintings.
But do you think this was a good idea to kill it?
To kill it, yes, definitely. And I'm very anti-killing, but not in this case. Do you like the cinematography in this film, Boomer?
Yeah. Yes. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Do you think the production design was top notch?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Just. Oh man. Yeah, I know you're gonna die anyway, but we gotta kill the thing first. Then you can die. Here we go.
Eric says matte paintings are not practical effects; they're visual effects. Okay. miniatures and scale models with practical effects. Throwing some fireworks, and we got ourselves a party. You get some triumphant music, but it's not for long.
I mean, well, I give them points for not doing the same. They're not blasting out the airlock again, at least.
There's no airlock to blast about.
I know. So yeah, all right. You know, I mean, it's an interesting way they kill it. I'll give it that. I'll give the movie that.
I was surprised in the theater when it popped out of the lead. I was like, "What? No way!" I wonder if that would have killed it. It just would have taken a little bit longer.
You like this part of the score?
Yeah. Like I said on the cassette, the first part of side A and the last part of side B was about all I really liked. Oh, back to the exoskeleton debate. Eric says the exoskeleton saves aliens from molten lead. So if this had been like Ripley's okay and she's not going to die, would you have been happy at this point?
No. I mean, it just. I don't know. My younger self might have felt better of the movie, but it's still just, I don't know. Just again, it's the whole killing off of Newt and Hicks that bothered me.
Eric says the Alien trilogy is a tragedy. Yeah. Definitely no happy ending.
See, I can tell he lying. He doesn't sound trustworthy, that guy in the back with the goggles. Am I wrong here?
He's kind of hard to trust a guy wearing like a hazmat suit with an assault weapon in his hand. Would you trust them to destroy the Queen?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. Be like, no. I don't know from network. What are you talking about?
They killed.
I think the music here is some of the prettiest music in all the Alien franchise.
Man,
Now, does he have blood or does he have milk coming out of him?
that was blood.
Is it? Are you sure he's not an android?
Ah, gonna burst out of her as she falls, right?
Yeah.
What? It doesn't happen in this version. That's weak.
Oh, so it doesn't.
Stupid.
I like that better. I like that much better.
No.
See, she killed the Queen before the Queen could kill her. I like that better. Much, much better.
Stupid. It's over yet? Ah.
I wonder why they just didn't kill him. I mean, there's really no reason to take him. Just
Well, I don't know. They're not murderers, right?
oh, okay, whatever.
What is this nonsense? This wasn't in the theatrical version.
This was.
This was?
Yeah.
Charles Dance, that's his name. He's a doctor guy. Yeah, he's on a rabbit hole now. You like Kiefer Sutherland?
I have mixed feelings about Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay, well, he has a new show called Rabbit Hole, and Charles Dance is on it too. There you go. Okay, well, is there a stinger at the end? Ripley's still alive, huh?
No.
She has psionic powers or whatnot? Okay, well.
I'm sorry you hated this movie so much.
It's not good, man. Maybe it's this version, though. Maybe if I rewatch the theatrical, I think it was pretty cool.
You want to do the theatrical version next week?
No. we can do Alien Resurrection at some point, huh?
Do you want to do that next week?
Provided I don't.
I'm waiting for Eric to be able to do the Cowboys with us.
Yeah, we don't want to do Cowboys next week. But yeah, we could probably do it next week if we go.
Let me see if Eric can come on.
Boy, that was super cool, man. I gotta tell you. I don't know. It's not a bad film. Not a bad film. You know, I can watch it again. No.
It's not something that I need to revisit or that I want to because it is a bit of a downer.
It's been a downer. It's like at least that version. I'm like, when is this gonna end?
Eric says his son's got a hockey game next week, so.
All right. Well, I guess it's going to be Alien Resurrection unless you can get your guest for the Lost Boys.
And then David says, we still need to do Showgirls. We do need to do Showgirls. And I haven't heard back from the guy I asked to be on the Lost Boys, so I think we may just have to do it by ourselves, Boomer.
All right. Well, we'll see. Unless there's another movie you've been wanting to do, huh? Like Jurassic Park, huh?
The first one?
Well, we never did it. Do you own that one?
I can. I mean, today was payday.
No.
Today was payday, baby. I can own all the movies.
Tell you what, Birdman, you can pick the movie next week. We can go with Alien Resurrection. We can go with something else.
Big Al says War Horse. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe War Horse.
War Horse, huh?
You seen that?
I have.
Okay.
Do War Horse. We should do War Horse. Yeah, let's do War Horse. How long is that sucker?
It has been spoken, and so it is, and so it shall be.
This isn't 3 hours long, is it?
I don't think so.
How long is War Horse? Runtime. Let's see here. Want that over Bridge of Spies, huh? Okay. All right, let's see. War Horse runtime, 2 hours 20. Oh, it's like this movie. Okay. All right, we can do War Horse next week. You want to do War Horse? What?
What's the running time?
2 hours, 26 minutes.
Oh, okay. I think it's 2 hours 46.
All right. Okie dokie.
All right. Next week we shall do War Horse, John Williams film score. I have the LP right over there. And you know what other LP I just got?
What?
Right here.
Let me take a look.
Tintin.
Oh, yeah, Tintin.
And you know what other LP I just got? It's on the record player. But for May 5th, Newberry Comics had their special edition version of the Utah Symphony Star Wars trilogy at 25% off.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yep. I ordered a copy for me, and I ordered a copy for Mercedes because her John Williams LP collection just like fucking sucks ass. I was so disappointed when I looked through her Discogs. She's got like one John Williams LP, her entire record collection. I'm like, girlfriend, no, baby, we need to correct this oversight. So
super cool. Oh. Alrighty, so next week will be War Horse.
All right, cool. What you got coming up this week? You.
Oh, I'll be the fifth wheel on Troy Stream. They're doing a couples night on Troy Stream Friday. Okay. Then Sunday, Geeky Geezers. We'll be talking about what am I going to be talking about? Probably more on the writer's strike in Hollywood. I'm telling you, it's all going to come apart.
I'm not overly worried about it. They've been on strike before.
Be worried, man. It's going to be it. They say they're not even going to be shooting Daredevil Born Again anytime soon because of that writer's strike.
Okay, that could be a good thing.
Daredevil,
guys, perhaps.
All right.
Eric Woods is so absolutely correct. This is probably the best Star Wars compilation album ever come out. I wish Verserian could make a better LP version. I thought with the Newberry Comic Edition, it's like a splatter colored. The sound might be better. Not really. It sounds great on CD. The LP, I've had 3 copies of this on LP. None of them sound particularly great. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I've had 3 different versions. None of them have been what my heart has desired. So
cool.
what can I say about that?
I don't know.
I'll leave it.
So looking forward to Warhorse. That should be.
I'm sorry, Boomer, if I poo-pooed on your parade tonight with this film. I thought
it's fine, man. I love Alien 3. It's a classic. Classic. Where it's the evil Lance Henriksen at the end, huh? He also shows up in Alien versus Predator. Lance Henriksen. I guess it's that guy's ancestor. Because remember, in movies, your ancestor always looks exactly like the main character.
I mean, that's the way it works, right? I mean, Back to the Future logic.
See, Back to the Future did it, but it was intended as a comedic sort of thing, which I get. And instead, it's just in other movies treat it like it's serious. Like apparently, all of Dr. Noonan's ancestors looked exactly like him on Star Trek: The Next Generation. But let's not go there. Let's not go. Oh yeah, we got to do Star Trek Generations someday too, because you want to hear me ranting throughout another movie. Pick Star Trek Generations. I'll tear that one apart if we ever do that. Trust me. Anyway, how you doing?
I'm okay. Side note, because I noticed in the credits, that was actually a real actress playing Newt in this film, Danielle Edmond. This was her only acting performance.
Okay, I thought they got the actress back to play. Hey, you're gonna play a corpse.
I thought they just
we'll pay you the same as if you were acting throughout the entire movie.
I thought it was a doll.
I thought it was a doll too when I saw it, but I don't know. I guess she gave a stiff performance. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, Boomer, where you come?
That was the joke I made about Peter Cushing's performance in Rogue One.
Eric is editing his
performance he ever gave. Yes, okay.
Eric is editing his Star Trek Generations episode right now.
Oh, yikes. Okay, well, I'll have to listen for that. I just want to say Star Trek Generations, when you see William Shatner show up and he's talking to Scotty in the beginning, and I'm thinking, it's James T. Kirk doing when people impersonate William Shatner's James T. Kirk and do it silly, he was doing that for real in that movie. He was doing like the fake Kirk in that movie. But whatever, it's fine. It's an underrated movie, I'm sure.
Eric, when is part 2, 3, and 4 of your top scores from last year coming out? Well, I'm going to try to get a show done this week entitled the Best Chicago Movie Film Scores. It's been in my head for like a month and a half. I think I need to get it done. And
do you have a Batman show coming up on a Monday?
I would love to have a Batman show coming up on a Monday or any other day of the week, but
okay.
Eric and Ian.
Gotcha. It's when they can make it. I gotcha.
Have lives, and I understand that.
Yeah. Cool beans.
All right, Sunday, Monday for part 2 from Eric Woods. Cool, excellent.
yeah.
But thank you, Boomer, for tonight. I'm sorry. I feel like I've ruined your day.
You didn't ruin my day. I'm the one that suggested it, remember?
So it was you.
I just figured let's just do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off to Alien 3. I know you hinted at it, so let's just do it. And we'll do Warhorse next week.
Okay. Well, as always,
Steven Spielberg classic.
As always, Dop, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. Check out Boomer this weekend for Geeky Geezers and Friday night on Troy's channel. Check out Eric Woods. He's doing his 4-part massive My Favorite Film Scores from 2022. Part 1 is out. Part 2 is forthcoming. We'll be back next week for Warhorse. Hopefully, in theory, I can get my Chicago thing up and going. Thank you, everyone, for coming by. We'll talk to y'all very soon. Have a good night.